Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is it. This is it. Last episode of Bleach. I just saw a comment on one of my videos saying, "Well, because I said about Ishin, yeah, I replied this guy. He's said that, oh, what the fuck? He's not one of the worst stats. Well, I mean, that's true. No. He's not. He's not. But I'm just saying, he should have told each other earlier about this situation. But late as me. Wow, a lot to unpack in this episode. Um, we basically back off where we left off. Ichigo gets, it's not even, it's like he's right there, and he already knows the deal. Omeya, he basically shows him. He goes into the area where the Asuchi are, and they're all kneeling before him and turning black, referencing white, in a different aspect of sense. He finds it. It's got a hollow mask on. He holds it, shakes its hand, what have you, and he succeeds. Now, in the shuffle of all the focus on Ichigo, we do get some scenes. These are scenes with the captains, basically. Captains and lieutenants. We get a scene with Hitsugaya. He is learning the basics because his Bankai has been stolen and he needs to learn the basics, basically. We get a scene with 7th Squad, lieutenant whose name eludes me, getting trained by Captain Mamora, what his name is? One of the advisors who came back and saying that he needs to learn Bankai because, like no one, the 7th Squad leader didn't lose his Bankai, but still, many people who know Bankai, the better off they'll be. Then we get a scene with Komamura with the dog guy, the huge freaking white dog. I remember that in the manga, and I still get over that. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna fight him. And then we had a scene, obviously, with Omeda and Soy Fong training. She's doing like one-handed push-ups on a rock. That's all happening. So you see they're training, they're trying to get better in the grand scheme of things. And while this is happening, we also are now seeing the process of Ichigo's sword being remade. They actually turned the Oshichi into a piece of metal. He got all these female bodyguards, Omega, and they're like, one person's pulling the tooth out, the other it turns into a hammer. They're banging it. They're doing this, and during this entire time, Omega explains to Ichigo how he has to say goodbye to Zangetsu. Now, he also goes in details about a little interesting fact that the way, because you see, white was created by Aizen. See how funny that sounds. And the way white was created was basically putting one Soul Reaper soul upon another and another. And he explained to Ichigo how that's a process that he does with the Zanbakuto. Same process. But basically, what this boils down to is this. He has to say goodbye to his Zangetsu because Old Man Zangetsu is not his Zanbakuto. Old Man Zangetsu is his Quincy powers. I mean, it makes sense because Old Man Zangetsu looks like Yuha Bak. It makes sense. And we have this confrontation between Ichigo and Old Man Zangetsu. And Old Man Zangetsu just explained to him how he's tried to shield him from his Soul Reaper. He's trying to push him away, protecting him from being a Soul Reaper. That was the whole bit. His hollow self was his soul reaper. Because if you look at the series as a whole, and you really examine frame by frame of Ichigo's battles, his main battles, I'm talking bona fide battles that determine if he would win or lose or save someone. Look at his battle against Byakuya. Who came to his aid? White, the Hollow. His battle against Ukiura. Who came to his aid? White, as a full Vasta Lourdes. The only time Old Man Zangetsu came to his aid, okay, when he fought, what, Zaraki? You see how it all makes sense in the long scheme of things. But he was explaining, that was basically the scene, and then Ichigo wanted to explain himself, and he explained it to him. And then he's slowly saying that he was going to kill him. Zangetsu, Old Man Zangetsu was going to kill him. But in the end, he was just proud that, and then at the end, oh, it was that OST. When they started playing that shit, I was like, yo, this is hype. Major hype. And we get a bunch of cuts of scenes with White and Old Man Zangetsu, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then you get the reveal of his two Zanbakuto. Now, I've read the manga, so I know what this reveal is like. One sword, it's two Zanbakuto. That is essentially his Shikai in a nut form. It is two Zanbakuto. One has a hole in it. So it's like mimicking, in a way, it's mimicking a bow. In a way. Because you know how a bow has like this. So it's mimicking being a Quincy in a way. So, and then the other one is just a solid piece is a solid sword. One has a hole in it. So, though that is his Shikai in a nutshell. Now, logistically speaking, that is what makes Ichigo's Soul Reaper powers so weird. It's not something that you can look at for a normal Soul Reaper. And that's what people with this show, with Ichigo's powers, are what I am at this point, seeing it in full animated realization, shocked by. His Soul Reaper powers are Quincy and Hollow. That's what they are. And it boggles your mind. Because even though he got his Soul Reaper powers from Ishin, the fact of the matter is, the core of his Soul Reaper powers derive from a Hollow. But, the whole, everything will be explained. Now, unfortunately, this happened in this scene where it was revealed, the whole water evaporated and everything in between. Nothing was revealed. We do get one other scene, which I'm going to talk about. Nothing else was revealed as far as a release date for the next one. But that's what happened, more or less. And I thought it was a beautifully, fantastic. Fantastic all around. Now, we have one more scene. You have Buck sitting on his chair. Here comes Hoshwald. And here comes earlier stepping in. Now, it's not a mystery. Everyone's seen the episode. Everyone's seen episode 10 and 11. I mean, 11 and 12. See, once you find that out, it's like, yeah, this is a joke. Because Uli was not there to serve him. He's there to kill him. It's like, in a way, I find it surprising. But that's basically what transpired. Now, overall, I give this a 10 out of 10. The animation was superb. The music was superb. It was such a grand finale for the first core. 13 episodes. Now, Rating for season 1. I'm going to say it's not perfect. I'm not saying a perfect score. I'm not. I'm not. And here's why. I know people keep complaining about it. The pacing. The pacing was okay. It was pretty fast. It was. To an extent, it is fast. I personally believe that Studio Period, I believe what they're trying to say is this. We're not going to put any filler in until we get closer to the end. So I'm going to say this right now. Second core, third core, I want to see added scenes. There's got to be some added scenes. We got to get some padding here so we can beef up and connect some things that Kubo couldn't connect because he was rushed. Hopefully that happens. Third core, fourth core, hopefully we get it. For this, I'm going to put a little leadway. The episodes are 10 out of 10. Series-wise, animation, 10 out of 10. Music, 10 out of 10. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10 only because the pacing did seem a little quick. But that's beside the fact. As far as the show is concerned, as far as the quality of the show is concerned, this was a freaking home run all around. All around. Jesus Christ, Studio Period. You were just throwing money and you sold us on a spectacular finale. Which, to be honest, I can't agree, no. I can't disagree. I don't want to burst anyone's bubble, but I do not think we're going to get this anytime soon. Second core, I'm going to say, I'm holding my tongue right now. I'm holding my tongue. We will get it in 2023. I know that for a fact. We're getting it in 2023. Spring seems too quick for me. If it's spring, that when we get this, the second core, that it's probably just going to be 13 episodes. I personally think they should really think about doing this in the summer. Because if they do it in the summer, maybe they can extend it. Maybe it could be the summer, 13 episodes, and then it continues onward into the fall. And then after that, they stop for a little while. But then again, it's 4 core, so it's probably going to be like that. So we're probably going to have 1 year, another year, and another year. Unless Studio Period decides not to do it that way. Who knows? We'll see. This is Bankai 922. This is a crazy episode, crazy finale. I love the fact of what they did. Kudos to Studio Period. Thank you for giving this series some quality animation. Thank you. I mean it. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.